So Wayne, I understand the next book in the series is all about numbers, and obviously from a children's book perspective, I understand that's about counting and those types of things. Being a bean counter, I understand the importance of numbers in business as well, but what about from a businessman's point of view? How important are the numbers and why are they that important?
Oh look, I often say to my clients and people that have asked me for advice, by now you've probably got your strategy right. So the rest of it should be fairly easy. All you got to do is focus on systems, cash flow and people. Systems, cash flow and people. Now, I say it's easy, but it's actually not, obviously.
Yeah.
And half the time, we make it overly complicated because we believe that we have to do everything straight away.
Yeah.
What you need to be able to do is focus on getting the right people around you, putting in place systems, building them yourself, buying them off the shelf if they exist, and then driving that business and feeding it with cash.
Yeah.
And making sure you don't run out.
You need that cash.
You need the cash. And you need to know that you've got the cash. So, yeah, putting everything into perspective, I would say the best way to drive those three pillars of your business is to convert everything to a number.
Yep, so like KPIs?
Yeah.
Yep.
And choose wisely.
So you choose a few KPIs, or because I often see businesses and they end up with too many KPIs?
I think a lot of people equate the number of KPIs they have with how successful they are.
Yeah.
And you see them with vast spreadsheets. And I defy any organisation to remain on point with a vast array of KPIs.
Yeah.
Choose 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, a small number that really make a difference.
And do you love the daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, sort of annual, that I think it's the Rockefeller habits sort
I'm
of
a
style
great fan, as you know, of the Rockefeller habits. Mainly the rhythm that it creates, the pattern that we can recognise in our business.
Yeah.
So if it might be nonsensical to measure something every day. For example, you want to drive customer service, you want to drive your integration with the marketplace. You should be measuring something like, would you recommend us to a friend?
Yeah.
One of the most powerful KPIs you can ever measure.
Yeah.
But you can't measure that daily.
No.
But you can get a valid, reliable needle movement if you measure it on maybe a quarterly basis.
Yeah.
But then another measure might be, how much cash have I got in the bank today? Well, I would say any business needs to know that weekly. Do a weekly cash statement and know what's going on in your bank account.
And obviously the ultimate sort of test of the numbers really comes back to your financial statements, and you've really got to use that, I suppose, as a review mechanism. But what I'm hearing you say is you pick out some of those key KPIs along the way.
The drive performance.
Yeah.
So a good one, for example, that a lot of retail use, if I'm a tyre retailer, how many tyres have I sold? Units per store.
Yeah.
Or if I'm delivering cakes to office parties, how many cakes per day? Those sort of things. Now, that's fairly easy to work out usually, but then we start to add all these things because we can.
Yeah.
How many pink cakes? How many blue cakes? How many times do we get there on time? And we get a bit seduced by how easy it is to put lots of KPIs in.
Yeah.
I always warn people, you can't keep your eye on a lot of KPIs, but you can keep your eye on something that fits on one piece of paper that you can get in front of you every day, no matter where you are in the world.
So maybe you have the ability to get that information
drill
when you need it.
Drill down by all means.
Yeah, drill down maybe at a strategy session or at some critical decision-making point, but don't have it as a key KPI that you're tracking every day. So just really cut it down, keep it simple.
Well, the operative word is key, John.
It is, isn't
If
it?
it's not key, why are you looking at it every day?
I suppose if we then double that up against, I suppose we spoke about core values in our last discussion. So obviously, if you've got a core value of holding people accountable within business, you've then got to hold people accountable to these KPIs as well.
That's right.
Which I suppose if you've got your values right, then that should naturally just happen.
That's right. And know the numbers.
Know the numbers.
That's why the second children's book is about numbers.
Yeah.
Because you've only got till they're about 8 years old
Yeah.
to get them to a point where you're helping shape their little personalities and their abilities. So I believe the numbers are so very, very important.
If you'd like to support Wayne's cause, and in particular research into MND, you can buy a copy of the Fat Rabbit books at carrottopisland.com.au. You can donate at mndandme.com.au. And if you enjoyed this video, you may enjoy the others in the series, the other 6, which are all available at businessdepot.com.au.